What's going on, y'all? So, y'all see where we at. Let's see what Trey doing his first throw. Oh! First throw, he threw a strike. All right. I see you. Let's see what time he throw. Oh my goodness. So both of y'all want to strike right now, huh? Oh, you got it? You know how to work that thing? This thing right here? That's how I go from my blurry to clear. Want me to do it? Yeah. So if you see it got blurry, then... Yeah, you got to, because I don't want to fuck it up. I ain't got money to get that. I'll drop that bitch. Come on, DJ, keep it going. No reason why you not. Yeah, that's true. That motherfucker looks so good. Great call, but I'll see. Talk to me nice. Can't mess it up. God. First time Mr. Strike. Right here. Oh, now everybody want to make their strikes, huh? Okay. All right, no pressure. Oh my goodness. No pressure. No, for real. That's good, boss. I got robbed. It's cool. This is why he's the pro. Don't let me down. He didn't. He did. I ain't trying to pick that up for real. If I did, I would have had that black bar right there. Oops. Oh, so that's all you need, huh? I just had to miss it. I knew when I threw it, it was over with. Go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead and keep it. Don't go. He like that. You like that. I'm still about the window. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I thought you had a strike, see? I can't zoom in. I'm trash. Yeah, I don't know how it is. Oh my God, what back? Hey, you got it? I know I did. I couldn't zoom in though. I wish I knew how. I'm sorry. As long as it wasn't blurry though, we good. No, it wasn't blurry. Alright, we good. I can't zoom. How you zoom in? Right. Ah, there we go. Boy, my reflexes. Top notch. Like that. Never mind. What? Yeah, say what you was gonna say. Yeah, this how close you was. This. My fault, Trey. You know that had to be against him? Ah. You not hear me. Show me. Got her. Oh, that's good. Money shot. That's good. Oh, that was good. Oh. I thought it was good too. I'm like, money shot. Hit you with the, is this your key? Is this your key? Heck, you know. Oh yeah, I'm on this side. Hello. Ah. Yeah. Ah. Right back. Hey, look. Good pick up. Trey gotta get used to being on camera. You gotta get used to being on camera for real. Yeah, cause I'm like, how he out there right now? You watch this video, you're bad. You gonna be like, why did I do that? Yeah, that is so true. Guess what DJ not doing? Hey, nothing else. That's wrong. I gotta go again. I gotta lock in. Y'all over here. Chill out. I think of my spares, bro. That's all that matters. Ooh, I got you, brother. Good. Take that! Oh, you got it. I have other. I'm after you. Cameraman. Huh? I
I can't talk shit on niggas.
That's why this shit harder than it look.
It's hard.
All right. Why is it zooming in? Oh. Zoom out.
I missed one of my rags. Sit.
We're back to it.
Time to miss that strike.
Get down.
It's zoomed into my face like crazy. Not no fault.
Sorry.
Hell man. You missed that man's strike.
Hell man.
I know how to zoom in, huh?
Whoa! It's the same goal. I'm throwing strikes every time.
What you gotta say about it?
His headline crispy.
Hey, peep the height difference. You can see it through the camera. God! I probably look like 4'2". Thick with a booty.
Get him.
Sit.
All right, the baby.
Give me this camera.
Now watch me strike. I'm gonna look back at y'all, chat.
God, chat is crazy.
I'm gonna get my strike in the back of y'all, right? Okay. What? Eye pan.
And then there was one. It's okay, Trey. It's all right, my brother.
They hit the headband too much. It sounded like it.
At least you got a 9.
It would have been cold if you would have got that motherfucker.
Oh, just like me.
Wow.
It's cool. I'm glad. Now all I need is Tommy to miss, because we all missing 9 pins out here. Go ahead and miss that for me.
Tommy going what?
He missed. He missed.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, sir. We got us an even game. Score check. 111. 173. All right, I got missing strikes. I'm missing too much. About to start striking.
What he gonna do? Yeah, you missed that for real. Oh.
I'll show him how it's
Oh, he's so lonely. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Uh-oh.
That's how we ought to be.
Uh-oh. What are you gonna do? Get in there, get in there, get in there.
Like this. Fighting for our life.
I threw it too fast. Cause I thought it wasn't my hook.
Yeah, Tom, you know I'm 6 foot, so for me this normal.
I'll show you how I do it.
Hey, Trey, look. Yeah, you know I'm 6 foot out here, so you know this how I really stand.
I'm calling out everybody.
All right, we are back from our intermission. It is officially the 10th frame. Trey has what it takes to close it out. It's 148. He in the lead right now. We playing catch up. I couldn't get a strike today to save my life, but it's okay. First throw. What does he get? Oh! Strike number 1 goes to Trey.
Yeah.
Don't miss. I'm on your jump.
All right.
You don't miss either. You, I can catch you. Him? You got it. I don't want no smoke.
Get it, get it.
Good.
That's good.
All right. All right. 1 and 1.
Anything you can do, I can do better. What is wrong with this man?
Good.
Yes, I can.
Oh. And then there was 1. 6. Bro, what's up with these tiles, bro? They be going through it over here.
Wow.
Yeah, don't miss. Yeah. Fight back.
Look how awesome I am though when he get done. It's scary, you know what I'm saying?
I got you. Good. Oh, Lord.
Forgive me, love.
All right, so this is a trade I wanted y'all to see. He was striking, one open, strike, non, 8, strike, 9. And then he about to miss right here. Dang, he got me.
This is for DJ.
He got me. 168. How many games I got left? One more?
One more.
Bet.
I got dip anyway. Let's pick up.
Oh, Lord.
That time I should have threw it fast.
Oh, Lord.
Put it on camera.
Who won it? Who is the captain now?
Put it on camera. Trey's taking the next
I'm about to
game,
kick it,
200 above. Oh.
I just wanted to see something.
Erase the frame.
He needs to pick it up.
Can he do it? We're gonna see the face, the reaction of the person.
What's that? You said something?
I said he needs to pick it up to beat me.
Oh, bro?
Just don't get no gutter.
No, you good, you good. Oh, I'm struggling.
Can he do it? This is the hardest thing ever. Oh, damn.
How's the middle school?
What's the middle school? Dang, I want to get in this.
You know I got a strike.
Walk away is crazy.
Yeah, so I know I got it. Appreciate it. Where? What I get? 9?
Oh.
Petty 9. Oh, I would have had you, but it would have been tired if I would have hit that.
Trey walking away with this game. 200 and above right now.
Alright, I'm gonna go talk to my peoples. They're not winning this game. They're not winning this game at all. I'm letting y'all know now. I'm about to lock in. I'm gonna actually try for real this time, picking up every game. Probably like, I'm gonna go for like a 225, 250-ish for the day. We're gonna see what we do. But that's how we're looking. Stay tuned. Alright, score update. Yeah, we starting off with you. Told y'all I was coming back in the A-frame. Say something?
Mama.
Tommy sitting at a whopping 121. Non-spare. At least he consistent with his nines. Yeah, I'm about to kick you. Do you know me? I told y'all what I was about to do.
Tell him about that tomorrow action, though.
Oh Lord. I've been striking since I let y'all go. But we back now. We're gonna finish it out. Well, you guys started off.
He didn't want to show the edits of his strikes. That's why he had it all on.
Hey, if you don't see no dots up there, that mean
That don't mean nothing because when I had the dots up there, I did not.
We know what you did. We know what you did. Dang right, all them strikes I threw. I ain't got no footage of it. That's cool. I gotta save my minutes when I go sit down and eat later. Oh!
That round is crazy.
10 pin.
I ain't tripping.
How long? What time you gotta drop it up by? Hey yo! Alright, start striking, bro. Y'all taking all day. This y'all out again? Hold on, let me see what my play over there got. Yeah! Pick up. He needed that because I was about to come.
Gotta stay consistent. You said I was gonna choke. I gotta get consistent somewhere.
This nigga did not choke. Fuck.
I did. On the fourth.
What?
Everything goes.
That ain't the frame I said he's gonna choke on.
What frame I was gonna choke on?
10.
Hey yo.
And then I said the ball was gonna slip. But you hit 9s is enough for me. I mean, I'm up by 1 pin every single time.
Not really. You got 2 overs.
That's why I had to start striking up. I ain't had no choice. I'm opens I kept getting. But as long as I strike out more than you hit spears, we have us a ball game, fellas.
Yeah, you're down 3 right now.
Ugh.
That was the,
Yeah, pack it up.
I ain't wiping ball off.
God. I know what's wrong with it.
But I'll pick it up.
Ain't got no oil in it. What? Oh. Like how I did that?
Yeah, because he ain't got no ass. Just like I did there.
Yeah. This color profile is so crazy, bro.
Do you get it?
Yeah, bro.
What I mean by that then?
Fuck.
No, No! You know what? Go ahead. I don't even care.
Yeah, man, ball.
Here go Trey, sabotaging the game. Oh my lord. 4K. Now you know how I felt earlier. I'm on your jump.
I'm gonna smack this in to prove a point. That shit said no.
He said, I told you I could throw this ball. Ball like, yeah, all right. Hold my beer. Good. Oh yeah.
Hey,
10 pin. Stop getting these 10s.
Oh, it's a 10 and 9.
Golly.
It look good.
Told you, look at that. As long as he keep getting the 9 spares, that's all I need. Nah. And then if he give me one open right here. Oh yes. Oh yes. Hello?
I don't like that they know my kryptonite, bro. I don't like that shit. They know my kryptonite.
Oh my god. Y'all gotta, when this video drops, oh my god, the way he looking. I'm not about to repeat it because I'm gonna look bad. I'm gonna send the clip. I'm editing this video. When I edit this video. Too straight on, that's my fault. What I'm at, Tommy?
He said it wasn't gay enough. Too straight on.
Let's actually try to pick this.
I can get a 198.
He said a 198. Let's see the box score. Yeah, that's about right. It didn't zoom in though.
My fault.
You good?
I'm gonna sit this man out the game. No, I was straight.
It didn't even zoom in though.
What you mean?
I tried to zoom in on the strike and I was one up. I don't know, is it? They're doing it now.
You said I pressed was acting right?
I tried to zoom in on the strike.
It's cool, my fault, bro. I thought I took him out the game. He told me, no, you ain't even, you ain't buzzed, Trey? Skip you! 10 frame, let's get it. Hey, strike number 1. This going on the video. I'm on his jump. It's gonna be 1,000 views.
What's that group that Fajita was in?
Who?
That Fajita was in with the little.
I don't know what they call it, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
the sand group. Dog. Yeah, he on your jump.
No, you gotta put a. There you go. You gotta get low with it.
Dog. He tried to throw that two-hand. It got down there though. It feel weird.
How the fuck y'all do
That jump feel weird.
Oh my, you gotta get low.
You gotta get low.
Man, he just fingered the mud up. All I heard was.
Yeah, he got it.
Get low with it.
Can't get low.
Yeah,
Oh no, I don't throw it around.
hey, almost got it though.
It don't matter about the.
That shit weird, bro.
Yeah, I tried to do it before too. It don't feel right.
Oh, it don't feel right. I don't know how you do that. That shit feels so weird. And it's on camera.
And it's, and it's on 4K. I'll make sure to send you all these clips.
I don't want it.
I'm dropping in the group chat like, yeah, look what you did here. Look at what you did there. Oh, this line up looking crispy. God. Good. Don't miss.
Hey.
Don't miss. Don't miss nothing. I'm on your jump. You missed, that's your behind. Let me go ahead and reset that. Yeah.
Alright, let's do that pin down.
Don't stop believing. All I need from Tommy right now is a 10 pin. If he give me a 10 pin, that's all I need. Is he making this game too close than what they really need to be? What else say? I needed that. I appreciate that.
Both two-handed, he make it like an easy.
Appreciate that.
Really?
Yeah, he's both two-handed. He make it look easy.
Oh, yeah.
Good God.
I don't know how anybody.
Now you back on. Oh, yes. He gave me more than enough breathing room. That's what I needed, man. I appreciate you.
Now I don't care no more.
See? Yeah. Yeah.
So what's the score?
What's the score?
What's that?
Huh?
What was the score that you did?
Oh, that's crazy. Damn. I expected more from you. Dog, that's crazy. Tommy, I think I got you right on the money. Playing with my food. Time to go for 200. I didn't get what I said I was gonna get. But if I can still close out with a 2, that's cool for me. Oh, I got robbed. But I still took the dub though. I got robbed. Give me this camera. Alright, you wanna know what the score was? I said I was gonna be striking. Obviously, I lied. That didn't happen. Don't bowl another one, just bowl mine. You gonna mess my game up. I got one more.
Man, just clear the
Bowl the left side, bowl the right.
My fault, man. You gonna mess me up. I just wanted 1.
That's gonna take one of my friends away.
I said just clear the score.
Never mind, we'll just go to the 5th round. On both sides. Cause I don't feel like going up there telling them to take it off. What was I saying? So yeah, your score, I said, I think I said like 170 or 180 something. Spear's gonna be your enemy. Him, I said he was gonna choke, and that he probably gonna get, if he trying to keep up with me with strikes, he gonna get like a 185. I was off 2 pins off of his was 187. But then I heard him make that strike. Then I was like, okay, I said, all right, he made that strike, he might get 205. And then me, I said I was gonna get a 250. And I got a 193. But I thought I was gonna be striking. But it's cool, I'll get a 250 tomorrow. Good, nigga. All right. Time to get some eats, man. I am tired, bro. Good eats. Yes, sir. Talk to my blog. Telling them good eats. Alright, it's finally later on in the day. As promised, I told you guys I was gonna be giving y'all, man, my literal. Let me see, hold on. Make sure I'm doing this right. I was gonna be giving you guys one of my main strategies that I've used in my singles chats. That has arguably made me 97% accurate across calling trades off of any given NDC pair that I call, right? So for those that don't know, really, if I really go back and look at the results, it is a little bit higher than that, but to make it more realistic for room for error, for people that have room for error that goes on across the charts and stuff, just a typical trader logic one-on-one. I will be giving you guys the setup, the main sauce. I ain't gonna say this is my main one, but it definitely is like my default. Like if it's ever a day where the market is moving slow, I have my default strategy that I use, and that's the main one that I'm teaching you guys today. And I don't want you to feel like you're watching this video like, oh, he holding out again. He not giving us the real sauce. No, it's very simple, but it's very hard at the same time. And when I say it's very hard at the same time, a lot of people can teach you a strategy. You can watch anybody YouTube video. You can watch mine. You can join my academy. I have 1,000 different strategies I teach because I know there's 1,000 different strategies out there that might work for some people that might not work for other people. And this strategy in particular, even though it's very simple, there's a lot of people that still lose off of this move, still lose off of the strategy I'm going to be teaching you guys. And it's just simply because of the discipline piece, the psychology behind the trading that I feel like a lot of traders don't talk about a lot. So a lot of people always talk about the glamour, the rich, the fame, the money, the cars, the clothes, all the things that you can get with it, the traveling. But a lot of people really don't talk about the psychology piece about what goes into it. So I'm gonna talk about it a little bit today, as well as literally one of the main strategies that I use to call out my trades. So this is my gift to you guys at the end of the year for 2024. I've been using this strategy since 2020. One of my favorite strategies to use. And like I said, once again, to call out, that's leading to over 90% accuracy rate, 97% accuracy rate across my signals over the whole entire year, right? Here it is, starting now. Boom, right? So
for those that don't know, or for people on the chat, you guys already know the strategy for the most part. Y'all know the analysis that I always tell y'all. And that is a simple wait for the break and close, wait for the close of a candlestick, wait for the market to push outside of a certain price. I usually like to call it the zone breakout method. You guys probably seen this. Like if you've been following a lot of people trading journeys, you've probably seen this strategy 1,000 times before. But here's my little twist onto it. And you're gonna see what I said. Like, it's very simple. So the zone breakout method is literally very simple, right? So you're going to look at where is the market at on the day? Where is our highest points in the market? Where is our lowest point of the market? So where is our resistance? And this is literally the most current data. And I'm using NOS 100 in particular because I did a poll earlier and I asked y'all which one did y'all want me to do it on, NOS 100 US 30. And a lot of people picked NOS 100. So that's going to be the main one. But this is perfect because I can show you exactly how the market has been moving this past week in general. Actually, where I want to start at, we can come down here because this, I really want y'all to see it. So at this time in the markets, as you can see, this was the support. Here is our resistance, right? Our basics. We're getting back to basics with it. Support level, here's our resistance right here at the sign of where the market started rejecting off of. And we would have known this anyway, because if you look to the left of the chart, this is a lower high setup. So once we have our range, once we have our zone, the zone breakout method is very simple. There are two ways you can look to take this trade off of the zone breakout method. It's very simple. You can hear it in the way I'm saying it. Breakout method. So we're waiting for the market to break outside of the zone. A lot of people, there are traders that trade inside of the zone. You can trade off of supports. You can trade off of resistance, catching buys here, catching sells here. But let's talk about what happens when the market breaks outside of the zone. I'm about to give you the sauce. So the first strategy, the first step one, find your support and resistance, find your highs and lows for the day, and mark those specific prices. After you do that, go ahead, draw your rectangle, draw your box, and now you have your range of what you're looking at for the day. Once the market decides to break out of the zone, what does it mean when Abe says wait for the break and close of the trade? A break and close of the trade means this is the zone. Once the market breaks out of the zone, this candlestick needs to close bullish on the 15-minute time frame. And I'm giving you all the specific time frame that I actually used to call trades and that I actually teach into my mentorship program. 15-minute time frame is the time frame that you're going to be looking for. Once that 15-minute candlestick closes bullish above the zone, then you can go ahead and enter off of that next candlestick as long as it continues to remain bullish above the zone. Like, as long as it doesn't close back inside the zone, this is then you know that the market is getting ready to go for those bull runs and it's ready to continue with the overall trend. So once it breaks out of the zone, great. You enter off of the next candlestick. Let's say it opens up. You take your buys here. Stop loss. My rule of thumb, for me, my stop loss that I always give my sellers chats, no matter what, is 250 to 360 pips. Some people could say, oh, you should move your stop loss. And this is another way to think about it. Just move your stop loss back inside of the zone. Because at the end of the day, if the market comes back inside the zone, that means it should be going for the sales and it's no longer going for those bull runs, right? But in this scenario, if you don't want to think about the technical analysis behind it or just putting your stop loss back inside the zone, just set your default stop loss to always be 350 to 500 pips. Well, what I said before? My fault. I said 250, 350 is usually my standard, but 350 is the furthest I usually have my stop loss to when it comes to me calling out trades in my signals chat. So that's a good rule of thumb for you guys. Once you get that break outside the zone, right? Once the market finally breaks outside the zone, now it's time for you to figure out, okay, where's the next levels that I can take this trade to? Where are my next key resistance levels? Where are the areas to the left of the chart where I saw that the market hit this price and it started to drop? So that's when I zoom out the charts and I'm marking up these other price areas, right? I'm looking to the left of the chart. Where are my previous lower high structures? Where are my previous resistance areas where I saw that the market took off for the buys and that it started rejecting off the price for the resistance area, right? So as we go to drag it over, let me see how many pips that is. My range for when I look for breakouts for my pip goals is usually, it's always 360 pips, 660 pips, 960 pips, 1,200 pips, and then 1,500 pips. 1,500 being the furthest I will hold the trade to before I start looking for like a pullback or some form of reversal. When I go ahead and drag this here, you can see TP1 was roughly around 300 pips, but as you can see, like that's literally right next to the area where the previous resistance structure, the mini resistance structures was at. And then let's drag up some more. This is 580. As you can see here, this is 950. And let's just pull this fully to see like how far did this trade actually ended up taking out to. So this trade really took off from that breakout down here. It took off for 3,000 pips. Now I could go even more in depth and talk about like the higher time frame, and you guys already know this for the most part. I'm pretty sure if you're an advanced trader, you understand that. Okay, cool. The higher the time frame tells you the bigger moves. So when it's breaking out of higher time frame zones, it's gonna ultimately give you a bigger setup, a bigger play, a bigger opportunity. So even though I wanted to catch only 1,500 pips, there was opportunity to catch 3,000 pips. So as you can see right now, the market is floating 3,800 pips and arguably going to take off for a new high for 4,000 to 5,000 pips from the original entry that I would have called out over here on NOS 100. Now, let's really talk about, let's go a little bit further on the history for NOS 100 period. It's crazy. It's so crazy that I'm really giving out this game right now, but I'm excited because like I know like somebody that's watching this video going into 2025, this is really about to change your whole approach to how you trade NOS 100. And I'm really about to like I'm giving you all the sauce for real. And if you're watching this YouTube video right now, all I ask is that you like the video, subscribe if you're new, but just get ready to just really just watch this video as much as you need to, take as much notes as you need to on this pair in particular, because I'm about to give y'all the game for real for NOS 100. So let's come over here to the blank chart real quick and let's talk about it. One thing about NOS 100, NOS 100 love is zones. And that's why this pair is the main one. I'm glad that people chose this one in particular because this is the main pair that does it the most. What you will find on NOS 100, right? It will, for one of the random days, not random, but let's say news or some type of event when NOS is moving, NOS is in momentum. It's taking off for amazing buys. Next thing you know, you get nice strong pullbacks for the reversals. And then out of nowhere, what start happening? For people that trade NOS, you should be familiar with this by now, but it starts to get into a consolidation period, aka our zone area. This is when we're finding out where is our resistance, where is our support levels, and so on, right? When we find that the market is starting to go sideways, market, we don't get nervous. We don't trade inside of it. We get inside it. We get excited because once we find that it's starting to consolidate, I know all I have to do, whoops, I know, why is it doing that? Please stop. Oh, it's not trying to let me go over there. Wow. Thank you. I'm like, why is my time? Why are you tripping? I know all I have to do is set a trading inside the zone. And yes, you can trade inside the zone, but let's keep it very simple, y'all. If you wait for the breakout of the zone, if you wait for the markets all day, I don't care how long it takes. Whenever the market decides to break out the zone from the upside, or whenever it decides to finally break out the zone for the downside, then you can go ahead and look for your opportunities to take these buys and look for these sales. Because by the time it's ready to finally break outside the zone, that means it's ready to start getting started with the trending market. It's ready to start going with the overall trend that it wants to follow. And you'll have a better time trying to trade with the trend or trade with the momentum of the markets versus staying inside the zone trying to go back and forth. Unless you're a scalper, then you can have fun with that. But once again, I'm teaching you the strategy based off of just two simple trade ideas that you know you got a guaranteed entry on, that you're going to like be comfortable in those positions when the markets happen. So let's come back over here to the charts and let's kind of like look at it in real time, right? And it's like, it's so crazy like how this, I should have really been dropped this, but everything happens for a reason, man. Everything, God make everything happen for a reason. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, you was watching this video at this time for a reason. Maybe I was meant to actually drop this video when I dropped it at a specific reason, right? So we never know what the calling is behind that. But let's talk about it. So let's rewind. I want to come a little further. I really want to go back to the beginning of the year so y'all can see like off the quickness. My eyesight, I already see the different zone areas, so I'm gonna wait. You can see here. So between at the beginning of November all the way to the 14th. So I think, yeah, so the first 2-3 weeks of November, you can see here, NOS 100 have found a support level. So this was the main support. And then up here, NOS 100 have found its highest point up here at the charts. So this at the time was the main resistance. In the time that it came all the way up here to the top, if I zoom in, right, so we're looking at this on an hour, and then the 15 minutes is going to be an entry area. That's the entry time frame that you're going to be looking for. If I zoom in, you can see here, this is, let me put the zone right here. So this was the resistance right here, right? Peek the details. I believe this was on the weekend. Yep. Because that explains the gap. So you can see here, this was the highest point that the market has ever been. And then you can also see how it made its resistance level right here and the support level right here. And it was just going sideways. So here, right here is already a mini zone for you to peek. We take the buys if it break out the top. If it doesn't break out the top, we take the sales if it breaks out the bottom. And if you're taking the sales off of the bottom of this mini zone coming out the weekend, so this is Sunday going into Monday night, London session to New York. If you take the sales off of this zone, obviously you will be looking to take the sales back to the next previous main support structure, which is down here at the main zone level at the time, aka the last higher low before the market started to take off for these buys from here to here. So after that retest, once again, I told y'all what is my standard I look for off of a zone breakout. My standard is 1,200 pips. So if it breaks out of this zone, I'm typically looking from 360 pips to 1,200 pips. As you can see here, just off of this wick alone, you can see the market actually dropped and went ahead and went for 1,400 pips. But like I said, I take profit at 1,200 pips. Boom, I'm in and out of the trade. Yes, you could trade off of this zone, but that is, like I said, that's not the sauce I'm teaching y'all right now. We're focusing solely on our zone breakouts for buys and the sales. So as you can see here, we got our main support level. So it came support here. It came back to retest here, showed us that this was support. Now we're looking for where's our next main resistance structure. So we have our highest one all the way at the top here, but we're not worrying about that no more. Now we're looking at when it came back for these buys, after we took profit on our sales, it came back to retest the zone and it started to consolidate again. Letting us know what? We have us another sideways market. And same thing I told you earlier, I get excited when I see sideways markets because let me know when it's time to start looking for the reversals, when it's time to start looking for the continuation of a trend, is letting me know like the next time it breaks out of these sideways markets, I'm going to be looking for long-term positions on certain setups, right? So here is another example. It broke out of the zone, but this is what I like to call a fake breakout. And this is typically what happens during our news events, opening bell, or I would say, I think, honestly, no, I think those are like the main two times. So I'm not about to go back right now to see what type of news events that actually came out, but you can see here, literally was a market manipulation. This is round 12. Market manipulation, pumped the market outside the zone, and then it immediately came back inside the zone and still played in that zone stretcher. So once again, all you will want to do so that way you don't get faked out. It's obvious when you start to trade NAS 100 more, you will start to understand where the fake breakouts might happen, or you'll be patient and wait to see like, okay, cool. Let me see how you're actually moving. In this scenario, let's say you caught this breakout right here. The market sells, it closes bearish. But what I said earlier, if the next candlestick doesn't continue with that downtrend, we wait. We wait to enter to that next candlestick goes bearish. And if it doesn't go bearish, then that lets us know, okay, cool, this is a fake breakout. I can scout the buys. I can take my buy positions up and back inside the zone, and we can see when is the next area that I want to look for those sell setups. But let me focus on what I was telling you. So here you can see like this was like a big zone that Nas was in for like literally like 2 to 3 weeks, literally back and forth, support, resistance, fake breakouts, come back to test buys again. It was like it was waiting on a certain news event that came out. I can't remember what news came out around this time. I'm pretty sure it was something that came out that finally made Nas finally not only break outside the zone. So this was the new zone right here. This was the new range. Not only break out the side of the zone, but actually dropped and tanked on the charts. Full retest. I think this was around the time when I was looking for the sales across everything. This is, yep. So elections was over here. The amazing buys that took off. And I knew the sales was coming eventually. So this was that big old pullback that came after those reversals. And then here we are again, looking over to the left of the charts as NAS 100. Slowly but surely, it literally was, some people was looking for the sales. I was still favoring the sales to see if we was going to get a continuation to where it was at during the election period. But with NAS, it was slowly but surely still giving y'all, showing y'all sideways market, still showing y'all overall zones. It was just up to everybody to catch it when it was showing it. So when we look here, this was the first sign that this was a resistance structure right here. Then the market pulled back, fake breakdown, came back inside the sales, pulled out again, came back and sold, right? So sold, I'm tripping, sold. So as it's doing this, once again, this is letting us know that this is our resistance. And then we already have an idea of where our support is at because this was the last area. My fault, let me bring it here. This was the last area of the main support where the market hit this price and then it started going for reversals. So if I'm waiting to look for my buys, I'm either waiting for the, once again, zone breakout outside the top of the zone. I was almost about to give y'all my other favorite way to enter, which is also off of the support. Some people will actually take this entry off of the support, but like I said, the strategy I'm teaching you right now is based off of the zone breakout. So in this scenario, let's say at the time, like as we start to realize this is resistance, I know I have to be very particular when I take my buy entries on this because I understand that if it continues to fake out, I can easily get whipped out of the trade or faked out of the trade. So as it keeps fake breaking out, fake giving us resistance, I'm slowly dragging my zone up to the last main wick. So that way I know when it's time for me to look for my buys on last 100, I'm waiting for my buys off of that price, right? And let's see. I keep forgetting to log in on my other account. That's about to be mad. It's the second time I was doing a breakdown and I realized I'm not logged into my main one. I want to be. That's okay. So where was that? So here go the zone breakout. I'm waiting for the candlestick to actually push outside the zone first before I actually start looking for the main moves. So here you can see as the market sold off here to the left of the chart, I'm not looking to take sales until they break out of the zone. But if I'm already in my head looking at this, I'm like, okay, cool. If it doesn't break this support level right here, I know it's going to be time to start looking for the buys. This is where I tell y'all can start looking for entries off of this support level. But if you want to wait, continue to be patient and you can catch a trade off of this zone breakout. But the only thing about taking this zone breakout entry right here, excuse me, and it's so funny, I should drop down to the lower time frames and show y'all that too, but I might say that for another video. But when you're looking on the lower time frames, when you're looking on the higher time frames in a 1 hour, you have to be cautious about the areas of when you take the breakouts. So my preference for the breakouts will be, what's a good example? Technically, this one wasn't a bad one, but I look at it. My main ones are always on my hour time frames. So this is like my overall big stretcher of what I'm looking for. And then sometimes, occasionally, I would drop down to the 15 because sometimes on the 15-minute time frame, you will see it even cleaner when it starts to consolidate between like just 2 or 3 candlesticks, right? So for here, you can see this was the lower high stretcher. It pulled back, dropped for the sales, came back, created another lower high stretcher, and then it goes back for the full retest of the support. So for me, sometimes instead of waiting for the zone breakout up here, I can look for a zone breakout right here. Or if I'm really feeling frisky, I can wait for one of my favorite things I talked about in my book. I can wait for a bullish engulfing candlestick, which is where you got this candlestick that's starting to close bullish. And then finally, within these next 2 candlesticks, the bullish engulfing candlestick closes above the previous bearish candlesticks, letting me know this is the first indication that I can start looking for the reversals. And then, of course, followed by that retest. That was like once it closed bullish here and the wick like rejected that price, this is letting you know all indications that your market is getting ready to go for those reversals, even before you finally get to your main move of when you're looking for that zone breakout. But when the zone breakout comes, the trade is still good, right? So you get your breakout above above the zone, it closes, you enter off of this next candlestick, great. But what I don't like about this entry right here in particular, I wouldn't mind taking it, but I would rather wait for the second retest first. And I say that because when you look to the left of the chart, this is a previous lower high structure. This is the previous support right here. This is the previous resistance. A mini lower high, mini resistance, mini support where the market had hit this price and sold off. So if I'm looking to take buys right here, I have to understand that on the charts that the market literally this might not be a 1,200 pip move yet. Instead, the market might just give me a trade where I can catch 660 or 670 pips, as you can see here, and then start to look for those sales. And that's why you see over here to the left of the chart, the market did indeed, like it pushed up, pulled back, it pushed up one more time for the extent back to that resistance structure, and the market already showed us where our resistance was at here. So this would have been a trade you would have only been able to catch 495 pips. And I know for some people, if you're watching this and you only trade currency pairs, 400 pips off of one move, that's more than enough. Like that's all you need, right? And honestly, for anybody in general, 400 pips is really all you need. All you gotta do is work on and just increasing your lot size. 400 pips could turn into $400, 4,000, 40K, 400,000, 4.2 million, whatever it may be for you, depending on what your account is at. And there are always signs, as you guys know. You can see here, this is a brownie point. Let's see if people could tell what pattern this is. Just leave like a comment in the post. I'm not even gonna say what it is. I want to, but I'm not. What pattern is this on the charts? If you understand what pattern this is, leave it in the comments. Maybe somebody else needs to know. But this pattern right here was an indication to let you know that this sale was coming even before, like, let's say you was holding your buys. You was like, oh, I want to hold my buys. This pattern right here was a strong indication to let you know this sale is coming on the charts. Let's start there. But I don't want to get beside myself. It's not, we're not doing patterns. We're focusing on zones. Let me keep myself on track. But I want to just show y'all like in a faster way, just so y'all can see. how often we find zones on NAS 100. Where am I at? Let me see. All right, so you got a zone right here, right? Whenever you see the markets going sideways, zone right here, there's a mini zone. Here's a big one right here. Here's a mini one right. I don't really want to call this a mini one because as you can see, that breakout was crazy. Here's one right there. Here's a sideways market right here. Here's a sideways market right here before the breakout. Like I'm showing y'all how common this opportunity for the zone breakouts are on us 100. Like my people that know about higher lows and higher highs, like I did a video about that earlier on in my YouTube. I think earlier this year I did a video on higher lows and higher highs. Maybe I'll do another one later on in December just to get y'all minds right and shift it for that for the new year. But this pair in particular, like when it comes to like zones, when it comes to like trading those higher highs and higher low, the pullbacks and the retests, on this pair, or even like for my people that trade the Dow Jones and US 30, those pairs in particular, like when I tell you it follow trends to a T. So you can see like every stretcher, like I'm literally talking to you right now, but you're seeing me marking up areas of where the zones are at, where are areas where it's starting to go sideways, because that sideways opportunity is going to let you know when you can start looking for the buys off of the support, the buys off of the breakout, or the sells off of the resistance, and then vice versa. But I'm literally marking up just off of the straight naked eye. Like I didn't do no back testing on this right now. This is just me with my officially about to be 7 years of experience as we enter this last month. But like this chart, bro, chart work. That's what we call it, chart work. But literally, beautiful zone. It was going sideways, and then it finally broke out. This is me looking at it from an hour time frame, or even on the 4 hour perspective. Remember what I always tell y'all: the higher the time frame, the bigger the moves. But even when if I drop down to the 15-minute, you will see it over there too. The zones on the 15-minute are a little bit more tighter though. So in the 1 hour, this is kind of like my main zones I had on the 1 hour. But if I was to drop down to the 15-minute time frame only and focus on that, you can literally mark up your chart on your own. Y'all see me marking up, but it's so more obvious to see it. So maybe if you're new at this and you're new at marking up resistance and zones and supports, just drop down to the lower time frames and just practice marking it up, and you'll see it better on there. But you can see like where the support levels is at, where the resistance levels at, where was the main ones at, like from here to here, that was the main one. Let me get rid of this. So like resistance, support. And then here we had our downtrend, lower highs, sideways markets going down. That was a crazy one. And then I want to see if I can start. I've been doing buys lately. I want to see if I can find some sell ones so I can see the downtrend ones too. Here's a downtrend right here. Boom. There you go. So sideways market for the downtrend. Beautiful double top. Finally broke outside the zone and the market tank. Same structure over here. Let me see. Let's keep going. Let me see if I find another one. That was a head and shoulders pattern. We talked about that earlier. And I just told y'all what that pattern was. My fault. But at least it was a little bit later in the video. So if y'all didn't know, that pattern that I marked up earlier was called a head and shoulders pattern. That is an indication that the market is reversing for the downtrend. So you can see here, like, there's literally a million different, like, mini zones that you can find on NAS 100 anywhere. You can literally use it to your, like, however you want to. I'm looking at it on an hour time frame, but the 15-minute time frame is a nice area to look at it. You can see, like, everywhere I had these little yellow line, these yellow boxes, this is all the different opportunities that you could use to trade on the charts. I don't know what this one was right here. I could probably drag it right here. That's funny. But, like, literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. These every area that you see the yellow box at is an area where there was an opportunity for you to catch a trade, whether it was for the buys or whether it was for the sells. You can choose to decide to trade inside the zone, but the strategy that I'm teaching y'all is based off of when it breaks outside of the zone. So every time, as you can see here, I'm gonna show y'all just off the 4 hour right now too. Just why not? Because I'm already here. But every time I broke out of a 4 hour zone, this is 3,900 pips here off of this candlesticks. This is 3,800 pips here. It breaks out of this zone right here. That's 2,000 pips here. It finally broke out that zone for the buys. 3,000 pips here. It broke out this zone here. 2,600 pips here. Like I can literally show y'all this all day. 3,000 pips here, like broke out a mini zone. I'm not even gonna count that one. Let's count the one where it just broke out and then finally came back to the market. So this candlestick pushed up. This is still 1,800. The mini zone was right there. Once it broke out the zone again for the sales, that's another 2,000, 3,000 pips on the downtrend. So as you can see, this zone breakout method is golden for NOS 100. You can use it on any time frame that you choose, but my preference, I mark up my chart on 1 hour, 4 hour. I mark up my main support and resistance areas. Once I mark up my support and resistance for the day, then you drop down to the 15-minute time frame for your entry. So for tonight in particular, if I'm looking at this, today in general was just a slow, ugly day on the chart. I was looking for those sales off of the bottom of the zone breakout. Like I was looking for, I think it was under here. I was looking for the sales, and then I also was looking for another entry off of a lower high entry. But regardless, it didn't give me the sales. The fade breakout came back inside the zone, took off for the buys. So after this, the part that gets people messed up with trading with this strategy in particular, it's the patience and the discipline. It's the discipline of, okay, I'm waiting till the candlestick close. Okay, this candlestick close. I'm waiting till the next candlestick close. If this candlestick doesn't close, I'm not taking this trade. And it's easier said than done because when you're in the moment and when you're on the charts, when you're going through the motion, you're trading the whole nine, right? You're so caught up in, bro, like it's the momentum is looking good. I'm about to take this sell right now. And you enter, and then next thing you know, now you got the best, worst entry possible because you could just took a buy right here and caught this whole move. But instead, you took an early sell instead of waiting for the close of the candlestick. And now you're hitting stop loss. And now you're trying to look to revenge trade and make up for the last trade that you lost, right? There's a lot of people that do that. Even I had that problem when I first started out. And it was like, bro, like, well, I can say when I first started out, but when I first started getting used to this strategy, and then I had to realize, I'm like, bro, you know how accurate you would be like if you really just waited like 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes. Do you know how much stop loss you would not hit if you would just wait 10 minutes, wait 5 more minutes? Like I had to learn that when I was passing challenges, back when I was passing SMO challenges left and right. I noticed like, bro, like for myself, I'm talking to y'all and I'm talking to me right now. But when I was losing challenges, I noticed my biggest problem was I wasn't patient. I would literally lose a trade, and because of like let's say that drawdown rule, I would close the trade early, or like I would enter a trade too early just for me to realize like, dang, my next trade I took, it spent all my TPs. And I used to wonder, I'm like, why am I having all these problems? Like, why am I losing so much? Why am I over leveraging so much in the trade? Or why am I risking so much or hitting stop loss so much? It's because I wasn't being disciplined. I wasn't following my own rules. And my rules are simple. If it doesn't break outside the zone and close, we don't take the trade. So here in this scenario, I caught out a sell. I think, let me see. I might, I was about to say I might put it up on here, the actual trade I caught out from my chat, but I'm actually want to just literally record this and upload it, so I'm not going to do all that. The entry that I caught out today was at 2180. 21080 was right here. This was the entry that I caught out in my single shot today, and I think I caught another one out earlier. But I'm trying to think. The main one was here. So this sell entry was at 21,080. If I would have failed for this wick right here, at the time, the momentum was looking good for the downtrend. If I would have failed for this, I would have got into a sell early before even enter my price, and I would have just got caught in all this drawdown. So I would have been down. Well, technically, my stop loss would have got hit at 360 pips. So I would have hit stop loss for no particular reason. I didn't have to lose on that trade because I was only supposed to enter once it broke out the zone and closed outside the zone. Right? But since it closed back inside the zone, great. I'm going to just wait for you to break outside for the buy now. Whichever way you decide to break out, that is the way I'm going to trade this trade. I didn't actually get a chance to call this one out of my signal shot, but here's the example. Like, cool, that was a cool 500 pips that you could have caught just off of that zone breakout right here. And it's easier for the buys. I feel like the buy breakouts are more funner. The real challenge becomes when you're trying to ultimately catch the sales. Unless you're paying attention to like whatever news is coming out or the technical analysis, understanding lower high structures, you have to be very careful on when it's time to look for those sales, because there's going to be opportunities where you're going to think, like this is a better example. You can see it here, where this momentum was going crazy for the sales, and all of a sudden it started getting weak. It was showing all signs of the sales at first, and all of a sudden the next candlestick started getting weak, and it slowly started going for those buys, right? And that's why I always say wait for the close of the candlestick, and then you take the trade. So here, momentum pushed down. Finally, the candlestick pushed outside the zone, and this candlestick closed bearish, and then the next candlestick opened up bearish and it continued for that downtrend. This is the candlestick right here that you want to take the trades. Yes, there are going to be some times where you might want to enter off momentum, but if you can like curve that itch to want to the fear of missing out itch to want to enter off of this and wait for the next one, you're gonna be so much groovier. Groovier? I'm gonna say groovier, but you're gonna be so much like smoother when it comes to catching smoother entries, less drawdown, more profit. Look at this. Like if you would have entered, let's say you would have entered off of this kind of right here as soon as it opened. I'm gonna put it in the middle. So let's say you enter right here. Stop loss is like 360 to 500 pips, but I'm gonna just say it was 350. Let's say this is your stop loss. Boom. At the time of entry. And then cool. As the market continues to push down, momentum is going great. Once it pulled back right here and it continued to drop down for the sales, you're in a risk-free trade. You can move your stop loss and profit, and you can continue to let the trade drop down. Every time the candlestick breaks and pullbacks one more time and continue to drop, great. Just continue adjusting your stop loss, whatever your personal preference is. I know some traders, me personally, I'm either at break even or I'm just a little bit above just to make sure I'm getting a little something. But typically, like when it's like a bigger move that I'm looking for, like a longer swing, I'm holding my position until the extent of that push. And then we have our indications that we look for our reversals. But this is the strategy, once again, that has literally made me have an amazing success record, not only this year, but last year across all my stimulus checks, and just why I've been at an all-time high when it comes to trading. As I go into 2025, I will be using this a little bit more, but I also have another strategy that I will be putting into play as well. I talked about it in my live trading call, so I'm excited to really like transition and focus more on that because I feel like that entry in particular, the new style I'm about to switch to, is going to be 10 times. It's going to be more for my style because I want to start swing trading and just looking for more higher opportunity moves. But this one in particular, for my people that wants to be on the charts, my people that wants to be on it, this one is for y'all. So I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.